What's up guys and welcome back to the Ellis Devereaux channel, and today I'm going to be grading my Green Bay Packers off-season moves so far. As you know, I'm a big Green Bay Packer fan, and today I'm going to do a video purely and solely on them. In this video I'm going to be grading 4 moves that the Packers have made, and at the end of the video I'm going to give 5 positional needs that we need to address in the draft. A quick disclaimer here, as you may have noticed, I have not been uploading on this channel for the past couple of weeks. I've had some technical issues where I cannot be able to upload, and I'm really sorry for that. Expect loads of videos coming out soon, and let's get on with the video. So the first move we're going to be grading is Brian Belaga leaving the Packers, getting released and going to the Chargers, and then us signing Rick Wagner. So right tackle for right tackle. So as much as I love Brian Belaga and sad to see him go, and how much he was unstoppable going through injuries last year, he just could not afford the guy. And Rick Wagner is somebody who we can afford and will be a good patch in at right tackle for at least a year. But I still do believe that position needs to be addressed, because Rick Wagner is very, very penalty prone. He gives up a lot of penalties, and he gave up 6 sacks 2 years ago, which isn't great. Last year was a bit less, but he was injured for some of that. So I'm going to grade this a C+ right now, because no, I'll go a B. But we're borderline between B and C+. Next move that we're going to be grading is Jimmy Graham leaving the Packers, going to the Bears on a big money move, and also us re-signing Marcedes Lewis. First of all, for what Jimmy Graham is worth right now, I don't think he's worth that money. I think it's good that we did not re-sign him. We don't have that kind of money to be wasting on players, especially when he wasn't productive much at all. Not what people thought, not how much people thought he'd be productive for. I like the re-signing of Marcedes Lewis. I think he's a good blocker and can make some plays at some points. But I think the biggest thing out of all the tight end group is getting Jay Sternberger and trusting in him most. He had some flashes in the postseason, and in the later season after he got back from injury. I really liked what I saw. Many people did, and it also must have seen that the Packers liked what they saw from Jay Sternberger then, and I like that we're going with him, and I'm going to grade that an A. And the third deal that I'm going to be grading is Devin Funchess moving from the Colts to the Packers. I like this move. I think it's a good one year deal for Devin Funchess, a prove it year. He's very fast. You could tell he was productive with the Panthers, and I think he'd be a good third receiver, a good deep threat. He's very fast, but he doesn't have great hands. He's got just above 50% completion rate, and he's very injury prone. Like from last year, he only played 1 game and got injured in that game for the Colts. So I think it's a low risk, low reward. I'm going to give that an A-. And for the fourth and final deal I'm going to be grading, it's Kirksey signing for the Green Bay Packers on a 2-year, $16 million deal, and us letting go of Blake Martinez on a 3-year, $30 million deal. I think it's really good from the Packers. I don't think Kirksey is as good as Blake Martinez maybe, but he could be better than Blake Martinez in the long run. Bad things about Kirksey, that he's okay, he's decent in run stop, but he's very, very injury prone. He played his first 3 seasons, all 16 games, and then he's been injured for the past 2. So that's one thing to look out for. That's why it's only a 2-year deal. But I think it's good that we got rid of Blake Martinez. I think the Giants have massively overpaid for him. $30 million. We were never going to pay him that amount of money. He was never good for that amount of money. So I think this is a great deal. He's very good at coverage. Blake Martinez wasn't good in coverage. So I think this is a great deal. I'm going to rate this A+. I'm going to do the top 5 needs that we need to address in the draft in order. So at number 5, I think we need to get a backup QB / successor for Aaron Rodgers. So this could be, we could address this in the first round all the way up to the 7th round. But I still think we need to get a solid backup QB. Even if it's somebody like Jalen Hurts or Jake Fromm in the later rounds, or Jordan Love if he gets to us in the first round. I just think that we need to draft a QB this draft at any point. I don't think Tim Boyle's good enough. I don't think... I wouldn't be comfortable if Aaron Rodgers got injured, God forbid it. But, yeah, we definitely need to address backup QB. Number 4, we need to address defensive end. Our two starting defensive ends are Dean Lowry and I think Rashawn Gary. They are not good enough. Rashawn Gary, it's a prove-it year these next couple of years for him. He did not do well enough last year, and we definitely need to try and get somebody. I'd say more later round, but yeah, we need to sort that out quick. At number 3, we need to address middle linebacker still. Christian Kirksey is good, but he's not enough. He's not good to be starting the middle linebacker for all these years. I'm saying 2nd round, 3rd round, you need to take a middle linebacker just to see. If Kenneth Murray or somebody like that falls to us, I'd say take a chance on him maybe if we don't have any other options. But I'm saying 2nd or 3rd round, we need to address it. Because I know we got Christian Kirksey, but what happens if he gets injured? Who are we having at the position then? I feel like it's just something that we need to address even if we got Kirksey. And the 2nd position we need to address is offensive line. I know we got Rick Wagner. He's not good enough to be there for a couple of years. We did well with drafting offensive line last year with Elgin Jenkins. If we'd have the same again, maybe later rounds, draft a couple of tackles and guards, I think we'd be good there. So, but I just don't think Rick Wagner is much good enough for what we're looking for in a right tackle to defend Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones. Our first position of need, the one that we need to get in the 1st round mostly, is wide receiver. We need to get Aaron Rodgers more weapons to go with Devontae Adams. Devin Funchess, I think he's a good get up, but he's not good enough to be a 2nd receiver. The person that's probably most likely to be our 2nd receiver is Alan Lazard if we don't get anybody in the draft, but we're definitely going to get somebody in the draft. Denzel Mims is probably somebody that could end up going to us. I'd be happy with him. We just need to address wide receiver, because if we don't, we won't be looking good as an offense. We definitely need a receiver, and we need to get one in the draft. Now, the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, leave a comment below on what I should do next, hit the subscribe button, and see you.